All right. So, can we take a second to kind of talk about what the fuck is up with university? Specifically the requirements for jobs and like the astronomically high barrier to entry they have, even for like an entry level position. I've noticed that even in my search for jobs. Granted, I don't really like have like a traditional job per se. I usually do freelancing. But even then, that's enough to enough to get by. But I know a lot of people they struggle with that, specifically like trying to just get just to get a fucking job just in general. I mean, I know there was that lady who blew up on TikTok. She was like she has like two degrees. She spoke like a couple languages, and she was applying for minimum wage jobs, and she still couldn't even get a job. It's like yo, that barrier to entry is so fucking high. I mean, even just for like the base, the base fucking. I mean, it's actually fucking retarded. It's literally stupid as fuck. And I remember just a quick story. One of my jobs way back when, at least a couple years ago, like 2000, like 2019. I remember some of my coworkers at the time they just would be like, oh well, people are just looking for government handouts because it was at the time where this was obviously before COVID, and people were still struggling. Right? I mean, people are struggling more now, but so they would just mention, oh well, some people are just looking for government handouts or something, and of course some are sure, but like some are genuinely working hard, and I know what actually really pisses me off the most is some of the older people at the company that I worked at. They're like, oh well, you just need to work harder. But like, dude, you could get like you could work one fucking job and like buy a whole house. You could support your wife, your kid or kids. You could buy a car, two cars, maybe even multiple properties. Shit, off of one fucking full time job. You work that shit. You work that bitch for like 20 years, and you just get a pension. Now you get a 401k. Something like COVID happens, you're fucked. Like that actually happened at that same company. One of I guess another employee in a different department. He was ready to retire, like in August of 2020, and obviously that's when COVID happened, and it's like I remember his 401k tanked. My parents tanked. I know a lot of oh, I mean, pretty much everybody's fucking 401k tanked. And then that's when I kind of thought to myself, like, okay, like this shit's fucking stupid, right? Like, why the fuck am I gonna sit here and try to just slave my whole fucking life away? Like, I'm 22, about to be 23. What I got, like, what, 42 years? I guess they're upping it to 67 now. So, like a couple extra years after that, like, at least, so well over 40 years, right? Left of my life. Like, why the fuck am I gonna sit here and, like, try to just gamble my whole life, essentially, to try to just retire, right? Literally makes no fucking sense. But that's a whole other conversation for a complete other time. Yeah, but the whole like like the entry level positions, you need like these like high fuck. You need like a couple years of experience. You need like a degree. Like just to set some context, I actually was going for my bachelor's in computer science. I got a little bit of well, I guess some help from a scholarship. So thankfully, I'm in no debt. At least, in put me in that much of like the hole per se. But I mean, when I was going through it, I went through like a year and a half. I was like, yeah, roughly like a year and a half in, 2 years in, and I was realizing I was like, what the fuck am I even doing? Like I'm getting taught shit from like like old ass technologies that just ain't even fucking like that nobody uses. Like to all the web developers out there, like we were learning like XML and shit and like building projects with XML. Like, dude, what the fuck? Dude, bro, XML was invented what, like before the fucking industrial revolution? Like, no, ain't nobody using that shit no more. Like, dude, like we're out here fucking learning Java and shit. Like, bro, come on, like come on. I mean, I know people still use Java, and there's the whole fucking shit of oh well, and people even still use Cobalt, right? Whatever the fuck, still use that shit. But yeah, but basically for all the non-programmers out there, shit's old, right? Shit's old, basically, to say the least. And it's like, why the fuck are we learning this shit? Like, when I'm not paying the full price, but like these people are, the other like students and stuff, my other classmates, they were paying full price. Some of them, at least, probably a great majority of them, honestly. And it's like they're learning shit that like can't even get you a job anyways. And it's like just because you have the degree doesn't mean, like, literally doesn't mean jack shit. I've met people who've had a bachelor's degree, who actually completed their bachelor's degree in computer science, and I knew more like about just how to build a program, like software engineer, just like in general, like how to actually program, right? Like, and I know it's more of like based on the actual like that science of computers, but still, it's like they knew literally nothing about programming. And it's like, dude, like how the fuck, like I remember there was this lady I actually met in Vancouver. She had a master's degree in computer science, didn't know shit about programming. I'm like, dude, like what the fuck did you do for 6 years, you know? Like, and like apparently those are the people like who get hired before me, and I've been doing this shit since I was around like 16. You know, actually building shit out, building games, building web projects, actually building software, doing freelance and all that shit. Like she'll most likely get hired because motherfuckers will see, HR will see, oh, got a fucking degree, you got a piece of paper. But I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. Actually, I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm off that conversation. But yeah, no, I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. I don't really know what this video is. I just got pissed off, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I know my biological. Well, I know what's it called. One of my, I guess my sister, I guess biological sister. Never met her, but I know I've talked to her a couple times, and she went to Boston University. There's some like prestigious university, anyways. It's like somewhere in fucking Boston. I think it was Boston University, and she paid around with apartment and everything, all the tuition, around 200,000 USD. And I mean, the whole tuition in like the United States is fucked to say the least. But 200,000, like, nah, man. Nah, Jack, come on, like that that shit is that shit's clowning, bro. That shit is a clown shit. That's no. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably just end it here, honestly. I just kind of wanted to get this shit off my chest. This is something I've been really just building up for a couple of years, honestly. I just want to let that shit out, like honestly. If you have if any of you have, comments or questions, concerns, definitely drop that shit in the comments, and let's talk about it. But yeah, until then, y'all stay safe, and don't drop 200 grand, because damn sure no, you probably ain't paying that shit back, especially in today's economy. So that's probably why everybody's starting businesses, right? Even myself, I'm trying to start a business. Fuck, I realize I'm like, yeah, that whole like getting a job shit and working 40 hours, sometimes even more, especially if you're in tech. I've seen even game developer. Like originally, I wanted to be a game developer, but then I saw the whole like, what I think it was Epic Games employees. They were working like 70 hours, sometimes even 80 hours a week, and I was fuck that, dude. Yeah, you can miss me with that bullshit. So yeah, I just freelance. But to all the unfortunate souls out there who are struggling day to day, yeah, seriously, I hope your situation definitely improves. Yeah, hey, try to, fuck, I don't even know, yeah. It's a rough world out there, but yeah, I guess that's it for this one. And yeah, you all stay safe out there, seriously. And you check that bank account, make sure that shit ain't going too low either. And take it easy, and peace out.